Why you eat 3 times a day. This morning, you ate breakfast. Around noon, lunch. Tonight, dinner. You didn't think about it. You never do. But here's what nobody tells you. Nobody decided this based on science. No doctor prescribed it. No ancient wisdom handed it down. 3 meals a day is not biology. It's not nature. It's a story. And once you hear it, you'll never look at your plate the same way again. For most of human existence, there were no meals. Not fewer meals, not different meals. No meals at all. Not in the way we understand them. Early humans didn't eat on a schedule because schedules didn't exist. Food wasn't something you planned around. It was something you found, caught, or stumbled across. When it appeared, you ate. When it didn't, you waited. Eating wasn't a habit, it was an outcome. Then came control. As civilizations formed, whoever controlled the food controlled the people. Ruling classes, priests, kings, administrators, managed grain supplies and determined who ate and when. For most of recorded history, eating well and eating often was a display of status. The poor ate once. The wealthy ate whenever they wished. Medieval Europe had one rule: work first, eat later. Religious institutions actively discouraged eating early in the day. Begin with God, not with appetite. Most ordinary people pushed through the morning on nothing. The main meal came at midday. A lighter second meal followed in the evening if circumstances allowed. 2 meals, sometimes barely that. The idea of a proper breakfast every morning would have struck most medieval Europeans as indulgent. Then the world accelerated. By the 1700s, ships carried goods across oceans for months at a time. Running a ship required one thing above everything: predictability. So maritime authorities formalized eating for the first time on a large scale. Morning, midday, evening. 3 set points in the day. Not because of nutrition, because of logistics. It worked. And when sailors came home, they brought the habit with them. But the real revolution happened in factories. The Industrial Revolution didn't just change how people worked, it changed how people lived. Suddenly, millions of people were clocking in at a fixed hour, working until a fixed break, then working until a fixed end. The day became mechanical, and eating had to fit inside it. Breakfast before the shift, lunch at the midday break, dinner after work. 3 meals a day wasn't discovered. It was a solution, an organizational answer to the demands of factory life. As factories spread across the world, this eating pattern spread with them. Then advertising made it permanent. In the early 1900s, food companies needed people buying their products every single morning. So they launched one of the most effective marketing campaigns in history. The message was simple: breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The science behind it was thin. The financial motivation was enormous. And it worked. So completely that a century later, people still repeat it as fact. The 3-meal structure was now locked in, built not by doctors, but by sailors, factory owners, and food companies. So what does your body actually want? Here's where it gets interesting. Your body runs on a 24-hour internal clock that governs sleep, hormones, and metabolism. And research shows your body processes the same food differently depending on when you eat it. Early in the day, your metabolism is running at peak efficiency. Carbohydrates convert to energy cleanly. Blood sugar stays stable. Eat that same meal late at night. Blood sugar spikes higher, fat storage increases, sleep suffers. The number of meals matters less than when you eat them. Food consumed during daylight hours works with your biology. Food pushed late into the night works against it. 3 meals during daylight hours happens to align with this. Not because anyone planned it that way, but because 3 meals a day came from a world where everything happened between sunrise and sunset. And there's one more thing. Long before meal schedules existed, humans gathered around food for something beyond nutrition. Shared eating built trust. It signaled safety. It was where communities held together. Modern research consistently finds that people who eat with others report greater happiness, stronger relationships, and a deeper sense of meaning than those who eat alone. 3 meals a day gives us 3 daily chances to do something ancient and deeply human. So why do you eat 3 times a day? Because ships needed operational schedules. Because factories needed to organize human labor around the clock. Because religion once delayed breakfast and then let it go. Because food companies turned morning eating into a daily ritual worth billions. And because underneath all of that history, your body was already running on rhythms that loosely matched what the world had built around it. 3 meals a day is not a law of nature. It's the residue of centuries of economics, religion, and commerce, pressed into the simple act of sitting down to eat. Tonight, you'll have dinner, just like billions of people before you. Now you know exactly why.
Well, see you again tomorrow.